Over a career spanning 35 years, the American songwriter and poet Henry Rollins has kept to a simple personal creed: make music, not war. Henry Rollins believes in the power of music to effect real change, and he's willing to go to the world's front lines to prove it by touring both Afghanistan and Iraq to entertain US troops. Hamish Fitzsimmons reports.
Henry Rollins has pursued art and politics all his career, rising to prominence in the 1980s punk band Black Flag, to smuggling music to spread international goodwill.
I did a social experiment many years ago in Iran where I smuggled in a 100 gigabyte hard drive of music, and I gave it to one person who I will not name. I said, "Do you have the equipment available to distribute these MP3 files all over the country?" And he said, "Yes, I do." I said, then let's get going. Let's let the virus of P-Funk, the Ramones and Devo take over from this one small hard drive.
In the last 10 years, Rollins has entertained US troops in Iraq and Afghanistan and believes more than ever in the power of music.
I think the greatest Western import, besides maybe the internet and penicillin and things like that, would be music. Jazz, blues, rock and roll. And just the gift that music is, how it liberates people, how it emboldens people, how it's a great... It cuts through all borders. It cuts through, you don't need a passport for music. It's a wonderful invention. And not to say that America or the West has a lock on music. Are you kidding? But as an export item, I think the West, that's one of its gifts.
Relentless travel and curiosity drive Henry Rollins. He spends much of each year on the road, performing spoken word shows or working with aid organisations, most recently in Africa.
I think by and large the impact of the West on Africa has been deleterious. When you really see what Thomas Friedman's great dream of globalization looks like, when you have to walk through it and see little kids walking by with a Slayer t-shirt on, or see some Dinka tribal leader with a Nike baseball cap on, which I've seen, you really, and to see McDonald's in all of these places, to see beautiful people of Thailand with a McDonald's uniform on in Chiang Mai, it's like, what a slap in the face to these cultures and these people.
While many of his contemporaries have settled into comfortable middle age, staying angry helps fuel Henry Rollins.
Satisfaction to me is the enemy, and so my anger keeps me aware and sharp-eyed. It doesn't lead me to drink, punch holes in walls, destroy public property, or kick dogs. Not at all. It leads me to do more benefit shows, ask more questions, question my apparent representative democracy for its transparency and how much it really is representative, and on and on. And I think all good things come from not a jaundiced eye, but like, we got to make that better. And that was good, but you got to make it better.
Henry Rollins is currently on the road in Australia. Hamish Fitzsimmons, Lateline.